Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. If you're new here, I'm Chelsea. I am a homeschooling mama of 5 kiddos, so I share a lot of homeschool videos, vlogs, reviews, things like that. And then I also share a whole bunch of food type stuff. If you hear that noise, it's a remote control car being very loud. You wanna go play that in your room, baby? Yeah, go play in your room? Okay, so tonight for dinner, we're gonna be doing a lemon butter chicken. I've never made this version before. I haven't made a lemon chicken in a really long time. I'm gonna be doing this in my Instant Pot, so we'll see how that goes. I'll show you what we're gonna use. Okay, the recipe called for like 2 pounds of chicken. I'm gonna cook all of these. Oh, my phone's beeping. 4.59 because I'm feeding 7 people, so we're just gonna cook it all. But the recipe calls for 2 pounds of chicken. You're also going to need lemon juice, chicken stock. In here I have minced up 6 cloves of garlic and a whole onion, yellow onion. And then we have butter. We're going to need 2 tablespoons. I'm going to double that. And then parsley. It did not call for lemon pepper, but I thought that would be a fun twist. And then it called for paprika. I'm going to do crushed red pepper because that's what I want to do. But the recipe does say paprika. So I'm going to get my butter. It also says you can use ghee. I'm going to get my butter, my onion, my garlic, and my seasonings into my Instant Pot and let them melt. And then we're going to start adding in our juices. And then we're going to saute our chicken and make sure it just gets a nice, cooked outside before we put the lid on and start pressure cooking it. So that's what we're going to get going now. Okay, so we're going to put this on to saute. And then I'm just going to add my butter in. I did 4 tablespoons since I'm doing some extra chicken. And then once this melts, we're going to add in our stuff. Okay, my butter is pretty much melted there. So I'm going to go ahead and dump in my onion and garlic. And then I'm just going to do a good shake of all my seasonings. I will have all the recipes listed down below for you guys, so you can follow it step by step. I dump things in and hope for the best. That's how I cook here. It usually works out pretty well. But if you want exact measurements, I will have that down below for you guys. Alright. Now I'm going to give that a good stir. All that, woo, steaming you guys up. I'm going to give that a good stir and let my onions soften up a little bit. Cook a little bit before I get my chicken in there. Liam is checking out. He says he wants to know what's in there. Does it smell good? Yeah? Alright, it looks like our onions are about ready. I would say they've been sitting in there about 3 minutes, if that, maybe 2. So now we're just going to, see these chicken breasts, Liam? Yeah. We're just going to place them in here and let them sit on saute for about another 3 minutes. We'll do 3 chicken breasts at a time. We're going to flip them over, let them get a good cook on each side. Then I'm going to take these 3 out, put those 3 in, and then after that I'll put them all back in here. And I'm going to put my pressure lid on and let them cook with the lemon juice and the chicken broth. Now I'm going to serve this with just some pasta. We're going to do bow tie noodles, 2 boxes of those, and a salad with some Italian seasoning or dressing. That's what I'm going to serve that with tonight. Alright, so while my first round of chicken is sauteing, I have my water ready to boil. Get that a little higher there. And I know I'm going to do 2 cups of lemon juice and 3 cups of chicken broth. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this in this big measuring cup. So here in a minute, I will be able to dump it in when all my chicken is sauteed before I put my lid on. Now if you're using raw chicken, you're going to put your lid on and do high pressure for 7 to 8 minutes. I'm going to do 2 cups of this. Remember, I am using more because I'm feeding more people. Anyway, if you're using raw chicken that is not frozen, watch out honey, that gets hot. You're going to do 7 to 8 minutes. If you're doing frozen chicken, you're going to do 12 to 15 minutes. My chicken is not frozen, so ours won't take very long. So there's 2 cups of that. Then I'm going to add in my chicken broth. And it's going to get mixed together inside there anyway. So, we'll get this up to 5. Is that chicken smelling good, Violet? Yeah. Almost there. Woo! Okay, you know how to check it? You get down eye level. You look at it eye level. Can you do that? Yep.
It's at 5.
It's at 5. And you know, there's barely anything left in there. I think I'm just going to add the rest. Now look, how much did that give us? Can you see?
It gives us above 5.
Above 5. That's the half sign. So 5.5. Okay, so this sauteed for 5 minutes on one side. Oh yes, that looks yummy. I'll show you in just a second, Violet. So I'm going to flip them over and turn the timer back on if I can get it. One-handed turning chicken. Oh, it smells so good in here. And we're going to do saute for another 5 minutes on that side. Then we'll get these fresh chickens in there. Okay, so my second set of chicken finished. I put my first set back in there. I made sure and scraped off as much of the yummy seasonings back into there as I could. Now I'm going to pour in all my liquid. This is my lemon juice and chicken broth. I'm going to add some salt. It smells so good. It does smell good, doesn't it? I got my noodles in there going. Then it says to give it a stir. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to put this on the poultry setting for 8 minutes.
Only please?
Like I said, if it's frozen, you're going to do 12 to 15. If it's not frozen, you're going to do 7 to 8. I'm going to do 8 to be on the safe side. So you're just going to pop your handy dandy lid on there. Make sure it's set for sealing. And do poultry. And 8 minutes here. Okay, so I let my pressure cooker release naturally for 3 minutes. And then I did a quick release because I'm not the most patient person when it comes to waiting for food anyway. Wow, that's still a lot of liquid. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to get one of these out and cut it up and see how it's doing. Oh, it smells good. And then like I said, we're going to have salad with it. And then bow ties, that's done. So I put all the same seasonings as I did with my chicken, not quite as much. Some garlic salt, and then I did about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese and mixed that up. So we're going to get this chicken cut, get it all plated, and I'll let you know how it looks when we get there. Alright you guys, so the chicken was perfectly done. I cut up one piece and I'm starting to make plates here. So we have our seasoned pasta. I put butter and all those seasons in there. Our chicken, I sprinkled some extra Parmesan cheese on top. And then just a nice little Italian salad. And this is what's for dinner on Friday. Alright guys, so it is Saturday. And I put a ham in this morning about 8:30 because like I said in my grocery haul, we were doing I think 3 ham meals this week. And this is a big ham that I got at Aldi. It was over 7 pounds. I got it for like $5. So anyway, I'm cooking that up in the crock pot and we're doing 3 different meals. So I was going to do some ham, potatoes, and green beans with some Italian seasoning for dinner tonight. And then, you know, we all just had a real hankering for Freddy's. So I'm going to turn this off. I will dice this up in 3 separate storage bags and pop one in my fridge and a couple in my freezer. And my husband is bringing home Freddy's. So the ham is cooked for another day. It's all good, and I will show you our Freddy's when it gets here. Alright, so the ham's going to wait for tomorrow, and we're all going to sit down and dig into this Freddy's. Yummy. Alright guys, so tonight we are going to use that ham. I separate it into 3 bags, and then I cut up what I'm going to use tonight. We did about 5 pounds of potatoes. I chopped those up, got them going in there with some oil. So I put some oil in, throw my potatoes in, season them, and then I let that cook for about, I would say, 10 minutes. And then I add in 2 cups of water and put my lid on and let it cook for about another 20 minutes. And I stir every now and then, and that helps them to soften up. And then I'm going to throw some potatoes in there. Along with my pepper and garlic salt, I also did about 1/2 cup of this creamy Italian. I usually use just regular Italian, but I had creamy, so that's what I went with. Now, my potatoes are not quite done. Woo, hello steam. They're not quite soft enough, but they're almost there. So since they're almost there, I'm going to go ahead and add in the ham so that can be cooking, and the green beans. That way I don't wait till these are done, and then by stirring it in I turn them into mush. Also, that way they can absorb some of the flavors of the ham. So I'm going to get these things thrown into here, pop my lid back on for a few more minutes, and then I'll show it to you when it's all done and served up. Alright guys, so it's all cooked up and done. This is just a 1 skillet meal, so you don't have to add anything else to it. It's all right here. I will say that we sometimes do this with like smoked sausage. I've done it with broccoli. We've added onions and bell peppers. Just there's so many things you can do with it. But this week I had ham and I had green beans. So that's what we're doing this week. So I'm going to go finish plating up all the rest of the plates. And this is dinner for Sunday. I realized at the beginning of this clip I said it was Tuesday. I don't know why. It's Sunday. So we're going to go eat this for dinner. Okay guys, so it's Tuesday here. I didn't show you what was for dinner last night on Monday because our state was having bad weather the whole day, tornadoes, storms, all kinds of things. So we really we snacked. We had some leftovers and just like popcorn chicken and just like little snacks. And I did not film any of that, but we did eat. We had dinner, we had snacks until we went to sleep. So that was that. We just kind of chowed down when we watched the news. And today, because we were up late watching the news and up early with tornado sirens blasting, I thought let's do something simple and easy. So the first night of my filming this, I think it was Friday, I did, it's really dark, there's a lot of shadow over here. I did that lemon butter chicken, and I showed you I had leftovers and a lot of broth, and I said I would make that into soup. That's what I'm doing tonight. I pulled it out of my freezer this morning, let it thaw till it was almost thawed, and then I put it in my crock pot. Way a long time, I think it was almost 10, it's 9 something. Stuck it in my crock pot, so it's good, I'll show you now. So this is just what I had in my freezer. It is the chicken and the broth that was left over from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some pasta to this, some already cooked pasta, that's what I'm working on now. And then I have some more chicken broth because once I add my pasta, I'm sure I will need more liquid. So I'm going to cook up both of these. I'm waiting for my water to boil. I'm sure I will need more chicken broth. It's probably loud in my house. There's lots of school and stuff going on. School and play. And then I'm going to add some of this. We love this seasoning, Tuscan garlic. So I'm going to add that in there, but you know it already has the onions and the garlic and all those yummy seasonings I did. That lemon butter chicken was delicious. Delicious. We all loved it. So I think this will be a yummy soup. Alright you guys, so I got my 2 boxes cooked. I didn't let them cook till they were like really completely done. I mean basically, but they're a little more tough than some people might like. But they're going to sit in this really hot broth for a bit, so they'll end up finishing cooking like that. So I'm just going to get these in here. I did bow tie. You can obviously do any kind you want. This is just kind of a makeshift soup here. I didn't want to waste all that yummy chicken and broth. So we'll get this going. Drop one. And then, yeah, I'm going to add some more chicken broth. I'm just going to eyeball it. Smells really nice. I'm going to guess this whole thing. Yeah. I'll show you guys how it's looking. And I put this on keep warm so my noodles don't get overdone. Show you guys. Alrighty. So here you can see now it's got a nice broth. So we actually feel like we're having soup. And this is just so simple. Chicken noodles, like a chicken noodle soup. A fancy lemony butter chicken noodle soup. And I'm going to give a good shake of this. Tuscan garlic. This is from Sam's. What's wrong, Aria? Good shake of that in there. And then I know when we had the chicken it was really well seasoned, so I'm not going to add any more salt or anything. This is just to give it a little bit of a different flavor so we don't feel like we're having kind of the same thing, even though it's a soup. So that is done. I'm just going to wait for my husband to get home before I start bowling it up. And then on the side, like I said, we will have salad. That's the dressing. We also have some goat cheese people can add to their soup or their salad. And then for lunch we had corn on the cob and baked potatoes. And I still have quite a bit. Well, let's see. How many potatoes do we have? 3 big potatoes and quite a few, I think, corn on the cob. So I'm going to let the kids, if they also want to have a baked potato with it or corn on the cob with it, they can add that to their plates. And then they can choose salad. And then there's soup also. So this is dinner for tonight on Tuesday. Alright you guys, so for Wednesday's dinner, we did a very simple from freezer to crock pot meal. We had to leave early this morning and go to a different city to take my mom to doctor's appointments. Now we're back home. We're back under tornado watch, so I'm glad I picked something easy. Now I do have to cook some things on the stove, but I got the hard part out of the way this morning, and I feel like this and tacos are something we show you often, so we must eat it often. We call it pork ragu. Woo, hello steam. And this is just a pork shoulder. We put some cut up carrots in it and a jar of spaghetti sauce. And that is that. And then the pork ragu, or the pork you shred up. So this is from a pork. I buy one pork shoulder. Not too big of a one. I'm going to say about 7 pounds. And it lasts for about 3 meals. So this is actually from one from a couple of months ago. That's just been chilling out in my freezer. So this is all done. I put it on low this morning around 8:30. It's now 4. It's obviously done. So otherwise I'm just boiling some pasta and heating up some broccoli with butter and some seasoning. And that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Super simple. I'll show it to you again when I get it plated up. Alright you guys, so here it is, plated up, ready to go. I will say this pork ragu, it's also really great. You can do it on rice. You could do like an Italian sub with it. You could serve it over broccoli, over zucchini noodles. I do that a lot. So anyway, but this is dinner for tonight. Super simple, super quick, super easy. We're going to eat this and hope no sirens go off until we get done eating it. Alright you guys, so tonight for dinner we're going to do meatball subs. I had bought these meatballs at Aldi, frozen meatballs, for lunch this week and we never got around to it. So I popped these in my crock pot this morning with some marinara sauce, and then I had to run and take my husband lunch. So while I was out, I grabbed 2 packs of these rolls from Aldi's, which I actually need to go grocery shopping tomorrow, but I just ran in and grabbed some rolls. So we're going to do that. And then I'm just going to pop these french fries in the oven, and that's going to be dinner tonight. So the kids can have salad, or there's leftover broccoli if they want something extra. But let me turn this around. I'm babysitting. Thank you, baby. So anyway, if they want a salad or broccoli, they can do that. But I'm actually not going to be here for dinner. I'm getting together with some girlfriends of mine, and we are having tacos and watching some girl movies. So I picked a dinner that I know my husband's, yeah, I only have one, I promise. My husband and kids will really enjoy while I'm gone. So that is for dinner tonight on Thursday, and that's going to be the last dinner for this, what we're eating this week, what's for dinner, because tomorrow, Natalie's getting me going. Tomorrow I'm going grocery shopping again at Aldi. I'm going to go get a big 2-week haul, and we will start over with another week of what's for dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some good dinner ideas, even though we had 2 nights where I didn't cook. But that's just life. Sometimes you get busy and things happen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure and subscribe if you have not.
Give it a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up. And we will see you guys next time. Say bye, y'all.